I've tried pretty much every video sharing platform out there. As a freelancer, what I actually wanted was simple: send a video, get more booked meetings out of it. Whether that's keeping an existing client in the loop or turning a cold prospect into a booked meeting in my calendar. And almost every tool I tried fell short of that one outcome, even Loom. It's not because Loom is bad. For what it's built for, it's one of the best tools around. Let me show you what it gets right, and then the 5 biggest problems that show up the moment you use it for client delivery or prospect outreach instead of internal messaging, and what I actually switched to. What does Loom get right? If you want to record and share a video super fast, it's one of the best tools, if not the best. No upload wait, no friction, because it's done in the background while you're still recording. There's deep integration with Jira, Confluence, Notion, Slack, basically the whole Atlassian ecosystem, and much more. There's IA summaries and auto chapters, which saves a lot of time on long internal videos. There's also a mobile app which you can use for recording and watching on the go, which most tools don't have. The verdict is that it's harder to find a good tool for screen recording, editing and sharing. Super simply, Loom for that is one of the best, if not the best. If that's your use case, Loom is perfect for you. Now, before we actually go over deeper into some problems with Loom, I actually wanted to show you the G2 for it with some pros and cons, top 5 advantages and disadvantages. This was a summary done more than 1,000 reviews. The biggest advantage of Loom, the biggest pro, is basically use of ease and the easy recording process and sharing. And the biggest disadvantages, which I actually had, are the recording issues, because even if you have a very beefy computer like I do, with a dedicated GPU, a very good CPU and a lot of memory, it still sometimes lags and causes issue. That's why I actually had to try other types of editors in some use cases. And sometimes there's problems with external cameras, external microphones, at least for my use case, and for some people also. Users are frustrated by Loom's limited features, particularly restrictions on downloads and insufficient branding options. Users often experience slow loading issues, particularly when the videos are too long to process or upload. So this is something to take in mind when you have bigger videos. Instead of say 5-10 minutes video, quick videos, if you want to send a 30, 40, 60 minutes video in say QHD or 4K even, you will have to suffer a bit there. The users find the limited free version restricts video length and editing tools, but again, this is something that a lot of these tools have, because let's be honest, video hosting is expensive, so they limit those things. But if you're a professional, you want to spend money actually on a tool that improves your workflow and helps your business. So what are the biggest problems besides the G2 ones, the AI summary ones, that you will face with Loom that might be a deterrent, that might be something that you don't want on the tool you want to use to video share with, say, clients, prospects, leads? Problem number 1, there's no per link access control, meaning you can send multiple links and say do one with password protection, one-time link, one with expiration date, one public. Loom either sets your video to public, team only or private, but that setting applies to the whole video, not individual links. So if you need to share with multiple clients, persons, audiences, you're out of luck, because you can't give each one their own link and revoke access to that person's link anytime you want. So we just talked about sharing one video with multiple audience, multiple people, but there's a problem with Loom, which is viewer identity requires a Loom account. So you can't just assign, say, this link, the name is X. You can't do that. The person you're sending to, or the team, the persons, will actually need to create a Loom account so you can see who is actually watching your videos, because Loom shows the basic statistics, like how many times a video was played, but individual identification only works if the person is logged into a Loom account. That's fiction you don't want in your process. So if you send, say, a proposal video to 5 prospects, you won't know who's warm, who's cold, who actually watched your video, who didn't. That's a big friction point if you want to turn your videos into actual booked meetings, and if you want to know when to follow up and which person you should follow up with and when you should follow up with. Now, problem number 3, no expiry or one-time use links. Like I said before, if you want to do one with password protection, one with one-time link, one with expiry, you can do that. There's just one setting for the whole video. So once a link Loom is out, it's live indefinitely. There's no setting to make it expire on a certain date or self-destruct after, say, the first view. A proposal link that you sent, say, 6 months ago is still open today and can be seen by other people if the person you send it to shares that video with other people. So there's no built-in way to close access on a deadline without you having to manually do it. And if you forget, you're out of luck because your video might be shared to other people that you don't want to have access to your video content. Now, problem number 4. Analytics stop at view count. Even on business plan, Loom analytics are aggregate, meaning plays over time, not a per section report, there's no watch percentage, no drop-off timeline, no heat maps showing where a specific viewer rewound or skipped. You know the link got opened, you don't know if they watched 10% or the whole thing, which means you don't know whether to follow up with a hot prospect or a cold one if you're sending this to multiple people. Problem number 5, per seat pricing. Adds up pretty fast for a small team or even a bigger one. The business plan is $18 per user per month. So that's just to unlock basic password protection, basic analytics, and if you want AI, it comes out to $24 per user per month. So for a freelancer or a small agency, adding clients and contractors, the per seat math gets excessive quickly, and password protection and other types of gating is not even included. Here's an actual review by James C. Small business, 50 or fewer employees, says, the price is just not justified for the offering and it's quite expensive for just a video recording and basic editing tool. Also, the trial period is very limited, which doesn't allow thorough testing of the tools for new users. You need to have that in mind because Loom has 3 separate things. Basically, you have the video recording, the editing, and the sharing. All are pretty basic. And if you want more features, Loom is just not that safe for video sharing. Because again, like I said, it doesn't have a lot of options, and as James said, it's just lacking a lot of features. It's super basic. So please bear that in mind. Even though Loom is great for super fast video recording, editing, and sharing, when you want a bit more control over your videos, a bit more features, it just doesn't have them. Because they're currently going into the AI instead of focusing on things like the editing process, the recording process, which as you've seen is it can be super slow, a big upload time, and features for the sharing. Now here's the tool I actually switched to. This tool was created by me, full disclaimer, because like I said, I used a lot of tools including Loom, and some features mostly for the video sharing part just were lacking. So I created this tool and now I use it to scale my own business. I use it to internalize the personalized videos into actual predictable booked meetings, because video is one of the best ways to turn cold prospects into warm ones. Okay, let's go over some of the features that vitelnk has and how I actually use it. Okay, so after you upload your videos, you have this, the settings for the videos. We have the video. Here you can have a preview of the video. You can get the share assets for, say, an email if you want to show a static thumbnail or GIF preview, and then you can also add a link to it. I actually have a video on the channel about this very own thing. We also have the share options. As you can see, we can do multiple share links. We can do, in this case, I actually do one password protected and one just simple video. Then we can do campaign tracking with UTM parameters. You can put the names that you want to separate each video link. You can do one-time link, so it will expire after the first view, so they won't be able to access it. Expiration dates, disable downloads, which is super important for the type of videos you don't want anyone to share. And we actually use HLS streaming in this tool, so it prevents people from actually downloading it anyway. So it's super hard to download if the download is just a segment, because it's streamed into the player. Then we have your registration, which means you can get your videos to, say, a public audience, but if they want to see the video, they actually have to put their, say, email, name, company name, their role. And you can also get it another way, which is to just put the emails that are allowed, and when you send that link, only the emails that you put in the viewer registration can actually access it. As you can see, allowed viewers optionally. You can also name it and put the email, and then you will be able to see in the analytics. You can also do message collection, so you can get feedback straight on the video. There's password protection. You can also send the magic links, so they get an email with the link to actually be able to see the video, and it will be named, because when you send the video, again, you name it and put the email, so you will be able to differentiate it in the analytics and see if they saw the video or not. Here are the analytics. This video was actually a CR audit I did for a roofing company. It had 2 views, the 150% play rate, the completion rate. They didn't see the whole video, but they saw like 75% of the time. And then you can see viewers over time, visitors over time, the heat map, watch progress and retention, the referrers, and the device breakdown. So you can actually get more information on your videos and the way they're being shared, and where you are sharing them, and where you are getting the leads from. If say you do a public link in say X, Facebook, you can see the per session. If you name it, you can see the actions, so you will know if they are warm or cold, and then you can contact them appropriately. You can also export this data. You can see the per share links, and then if you have a lot of viewers, you can also do notifications, so you get a digest history. You can get notified when viewers engage with your video, if they submit their email, if they watch 75% or click your call to action, if they send you a message. You can do all of that. I talked about the HLS streaming, which is just a way that you can stream your videos and prevent downloads. It's a layer of protection, but it also allows people that are on a slower connection or say data connection see the videos in lower qualities. Say it's a 4K video, but their connection won't allow it. They'll get a much smaller video file size and quality. So you won't lose leads because of slower connections and a bigger video. Now there's a huge thing that I don't see on many video sharing tools, which is the part that allows you to book more meetings, which is the call to action. Meaning you can add a link, a button, or even your calendar. Let me actually show you. This will show in the video. You can also add your other links, say your YouTube channel, your website, your socials, and your main call to action, say to go to your website, to book a meeting with you, anything you want. So this is what it would look like when someone actually is on the video. As you can see, there's one call to action. If you do the call to action button, it shows like this, and then it will go to that link. But if say you do a calendar, it will go to your calendar below it. Here's your main call to action and the other links I put in this video. This will help me close more leads because my information is there, my website, my social, so they can investigate me and what I do. Now what about Vitlink's pricing? Because at the end of the day, that will be something that you need to think about. Vitlink professional plan is just a flat $12 a month, and you have unlimited videos, 2 TB storage, up to 10 GB per video uploaded. You can upload that to 4K. You have the basically every setting I showed you. It's included in every single plan. You have pay as you go, you have credits, so if say you want to just send some videos occasionally, you can choose a credit spec. We also running currently our lifetime deal, so you can also get that, and you will have access to basically everything. Now what Vitlink doesn't do, because let's be fair to Loom, Loom does a lot of things that it's hard to give up, say recording and editing, which Vitlink doesn't have. A built-in screen or camera recorder. There's no AI summaries, auto chapters. There's no Jira or Confluence integrations, even though we have webhooks and other types of other integrations like with calendars. It's basically upload only. You record on Loom, your phone, OBS, any type of other recorder, which are usually much better, much lighter than say Loom. I usually just record with my other software, edit with a better software. There's a lot of free ones, and then I just upload to Vitlink and share with potential clients. But if you're in need of a all-in-one tool, which just does the basics very well, Loom is for you, and it's a very good reason to actually try it. Vitelnk is built for what happens after you upload, and Loom is built for the whole process. And there's a free trial for vitelnk. Loom also has a free trial, so you can try both and see which one is better for your work. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you want more on professional video delivery and marketing. Thank you, and I'll see you on the next one.